Welcome to the Healthy Living and Toxic Free Tuesday, live at 5. And we will wait a little bit to see if we have some friends, some healthy living and toxic free friends. I know I got a sleepy one right next to me. Sorry, that is an air purifier monitor that we are going to talk about, and it's just telling me air pollution level where I am right now, and it monitors everything. So we're going to talk about that in a little bit because it's a really cool device, making a little bit of noise here because it grabs the air, and that's one of the devices, but we'll talk about 3 of those devices. I'm very into indoor air quality and how it's affecting all of our lives and all of our well-being. And it's not talked about much. And Tracy asked how much this one was. I believe this one was about $100. And I'll post these on this video afterwards. This one, I'll go through them all, but thank you for coming to Toxic Free Tuesday, Healthy Living. My cousin is on, Greg Gian. Hi, Greg. And Tracy, Philadelphia, or wherever you are traveling these days. If you're in the Cape or Rhode Island, maybe. So I am your head guru, Therese Fortin Barnes, for those that don't know me. And we are talking about how to increase your home's indoor air quality. It is such a hot topic, and knowing that the air inside of our home is 2 to 5 times more polluted than the outdoor air, which is quite amazing that it can be that polluted. And so many people don't understand how toxic the air in a home can be. And you think you're coming into your home and you're in a safe environment. Well, the problem is that your windows are shut, your doors are shut, and everything you're bringing into your home, whether it's dry cleaning, new furniture, flooring, toxic chemicals that you clean with, and cleaning supplies. So the problem is that and then you shut your windows and shut your doors, and people don't want the pollen coming in, or the outdoor air, and you're saving on air conditioning. So a healthy home can be healthy, but it can also be a very sick home. And I wanted to bring up this book, which is Healthy Buildings, that Joseph Allen wrote, and I follow him very closely. And he is a leader in the building healthy home and healthy building space, where he speaks all the time now with how much coronavirus is around, and trying to figure out, not only in your home, but if you're working somewhere, you're going into a space where you don't know what you're breathing in, let alone the virus, but how are those buildings air quality, and how is the air cleaned, and how is the air taken care of? So in your home, you have control over that. We have control over how much we let into our homes and how much we breathe into our homes. So cleaning supplies, dry cleaning, plastics, all those things that you bring into your home are either outgassing, or you're spraying with toxic chemicals to clean your counters, your floors, and dry cleaning. So dry cleaning should always be outgassed before you even bring it in. I know a lot of people don't know you should do that, but you should always leave it in your garage and do not let it come into your home until it airs out into the fresh air. So there's so many different areas that you can be bringing toxic chemicals into your home, and then you're breathing them in, and the recycling throughout your house, and you are in a constant bubble of chemicals. It's horrible to say, but that's the truth. So you have formaldehyde. So formaldehyde is probably one of my scariest chemicals that I talk about all the time, that it's in so many different products. It's really scary, and new furniture and flooring and disinfectants and adhesives. So you have to be so cautious and really reading all of your labels on anything you allow into your house. I know it can be overwhelming. I know it can be scary. I get it. But it's so important to your health, your lungs, and everything else. So what I do, and what I've done for clients, and what I'm going to talk about right here, right now, there are some devices that are so easy to bring into your home to measure the different air quality. So I have 3 of them, actually, and I have one out on loaner with a client, but and I'll post where you can get these and the right ones. And this one, you can probably hear it's doing my air right now, and it's telling me I have fresh air, because it will tell you if it's poor quality or fresh air. And so this one is, I really like this one a lot, and how it operates, and so we'll get to that in a minute. And then Air Things, I don't know if you've heard of Air Things, but this is, it looks like a carbon monoxide detector. It's really not. And this also detects radon. So in the Northeast, radon is very apparent. So you want to be mindful of radon in your house. So when this is in your home, I don't know if you can see it, but when you just wave your hand over it, yeah, you can see it. And you see if it's a green light. Well, it's a green light. It tells you that things are okay in your house. But if you get yellow, you want to start thinking about what's going on. And then there's red, of course. But the great thing about this is it's an app. It's linked up to an app. You can always see what chemicals, if you have any dangerous things going on in your house. So this, I keep this in the kitchen, and it'll send you little notices about what is happening on your air quality monitor. And then the third one that I have out on loan and is another air quality detector. This is the little manual. It tells you how to read it and where they potentially are coming in from. So those are some of the things that I use for homes that I go to help people detox their homes, or in our home. Of course, I have them on at all times because I'm always curious. I'm not paranoid, but I just am mindful of always making sure that our air is clean. I want my air to be clean in my house as much as possible. I know it's going to help with my health. I know it's going to help with my sleeping. I know it's going to just help me all around. So my skin, I just feel so much better when I know that the air is clean in our house. So we'll get to how you get the clean air if you think you have chemicals in your house. So I had, where are my sheets? I had taken a monitor to a few homes. And it was interesting. There's one home that was mild, and I warned them that they should start looking at some of the places that formaldehyde specifically. And they send me, I take pictures of the monitor at their house, and kind of give them an idea of like what could be bringing those chemicals into your home and into your system and into your lungs and into your bloodstream. So I mentioned formaldehyde. So these measure formaldehyde, which is great. And then TVOCs, or VOCs, you've heard quite a bit about, volatile organic compounds. Say that fast. And they're emitted from everyday products. It's hard to even name them all, but they can constantly be coming out from various different things. Then you have PM2.5 and PM2.5 and PM10. These are particulate matter. So they're the minute particulars present in the air. And these are the little tiny things that you can't see. You can't see any of this, but you really can't see them. And these can be very bad for you, especially if you have no ventilation. So if you're in an apartment complex and you can't open your windows, or you're in a building where you're in an office and you can't open your windows, and you constantly are breathing in this air that there's no circulation. And then on top of that, if for some reason the air filtration system, whatever the heating system or the air conditioning system, has not been cleaned properly, or they cut corners, or they haven't changed the filters, Then throw that on top of everything else. You are circulating some pretty bad air into the system when you are working or when you're at home. And then on top of that, if you're spraying your house with chemicals and you have things that are outgassing and you're bringing things into your home where the chemicals are being released, your body just is being constantly attacked by chemicals that it's hard for anybody to take in that many harmful toxins. So and then the last one that they measure for is CO2, which is carbon dioxide. And again, this is common in buildings and homes that don't have ventilation and don't have fresh air. So that's another area that I'm a member of this International Association of Air Professionals, and indoor air professionals. There are three major things they talk about. Always get fresh air wherever you live or work as much as you possibly can. Open windows as much as you possibly can. Second thing they always tell you is to make sure whatever the ventilation air filtration system is in your home or in your office. If you have forced air, check those filters. They can be filthy. I know I've been in hotels before. I am so mindful. I will open up the air conditioner unit and I will look and see what the filter looks like. And I've found many times for them to be absolutely disgusting. And I will call downstairs. And once the air conditioning wasn't working and I told them it was probably the filter, they came up, changed it, and of course it was the filter because it can't blow the cold air through if it's clogged with dust and other gross things. So this past winter I was in Florida, and in my bedroom I was laying on the bed and I look up and the ceiling fan was caked. It caked with dust, which has so many terrible other things in that. And people don't know to clean their ceiling fans. Those simple things that you need to be mindful of. And all of these chemicals and being thrown around your home can be hurting not only your health, it can be causing asthma, it can be causing runny noses or respiratory problems, skin allergies, migraines, breathing issues, any ailment that you potentially could get from chemicals you could be getting through your home. And it's amazing that not enough people know about the effect of chemicals in your home and how polluted it can be. So I mentioned ceiling fans, okay? Air out your dry cleaning, I mentioned that. Use plants around your home. I'm going to show you our plant room, which I think you can see a little bit back there, but I'm all about plants. Plants are so good to clean the air in your home, wherever you can put them. And there's a lot of plants. I actually have those on my Amazon store, and I know somebody ordered them recently, because in the indoor air quality segment of my Amazon store, that you can buy simple plants that you can't kill some of these plants. I know people are like, I can't keep plants alive. There are somebody asked me for recommendations a couple weeks ago and I sent them links to them. So there are plants that you can keep alive. So if you don't have a green thumb. Air conditioner filters, clean those regularly. Get new filters for your whole house unit, which reminds me I have to do that. Open your windows as much as possible. I know that some people have allergies and you don't want to open up your windows. I believe that the best time to then open up your windows are maybe at night, because during the day is when the pollen is the worst. But if you can open your windows, get fresh air. It is so important. Your ducts and vents, I don't know if you ever have them cleaned, but that's also kind of important as well. And then the last thing that is so recommended by these indoor air professionals are air purifiers. And I know I've talked about this a few times, and I've mentioned it a few times on Healthy Living and Toxic Free and Green Living Growers. But what we're going to do is I'm going to walk you around. I'm going to show you how, no, first I want to show you the green room, not the green room, my plant room. Let me see if I can back up here. All the plants, there they are. They keep us, the oxygen level better and air purifying all the time for us. And it's wonderful to have plants around the house. So this first, I have 2 different air purifiers in our house actually. And this is IntelliPure, thanks to Pat and Dana Sheridan. But this is, I keep this in the living room. I don't know if you can see it well enough. Yes, you can. So that's one that I actually just got. It's out of Syracuse, New York. And so we have that in the first floor because I like to experiment with different air purifiers. And I'm going to show you the one that we keep in our bedroom, which has changed our life. And it has cleaned the air so much in our room that Tom and I both have never slept so well. But I will tell you, he's a worse snorer than I am. And I have to admit, I do snore sometimes. He'll tell me I snore a lot, but we do not snore anymore because of this little machine device called the Austin Air Purifier, which is made in Buffalo, New York, and is 100% made here, not in China. The one on the first floor was too, all made in Syracuse, New York, which I love. Austin Air Purifier is, this is the second level. I never turn it off, so you can hear that it's not too loud. That's the high level. I sometimes turn the high level on when we're not here during the day or not in the room, which we're not in the room during the day anyways, but so it is been a saving grace for us and keeping us sane and not snorers anymore. So it's been pretty amazing. I actually asked the company, I said, how many people report that? And they said quite a bit because there's not any, it collects all the dust from the air, so you don't have to breathe as heavy and as hard, and it really makes a difference. We come up here to bed and I feel like the whole room is just so clean. The air is so clean. Very little dust. I ever have to clean the floor much anymore. And somebody actually mentioned to me the other day, could it be that I could be losing weight from the air purifier? And I said, potentially, if you're getting better sleep. So I can't say if that's true or not, but it makes sense. Better sleep is the best thing you can possibly do. And besides that is clean air. So I hope you enjoyed this segment of healthy living and toxic free and how to improve your air quality in your house. If you have any questions, make sure you leave me a message. I will answer them all. I have lots more information on this, and I will share it in the video post once I am done here. The air purifiers, these 2 air purifiers, I want to say, just a full disclosure, I do sell these, but I sell them because I really believe in both of them. And so if you're interested, let me know, and I'd be more than happy to talk to you further about them. And I also will give you a free consultation on trying to help you get clean air in your home, which is so important, especially for your health, but more importantly, to stay healthy during these horrible times that we are all going through. So I hope you have a wonderful night. You're safe and healthy. Take care. Bye-bye.